So for example 6, which we didn't do in class, but I'm leaving as an exercise, we will find the value of b such that the line y is equal to b divides the region bounded by the curves y is equal to x squared and y is equal to 4 into two regions with equal area. And so here we've got y is equal to x squared and y is equal to 4 sketched out. So we can see this is that whole region between it. And then we know that y is equal to b will be some line between y is equal to 0 and 4 that will split up this region inside the parabola there. And we want to find the value of b so that those two regions, let's say a1 and a2, are equal. Well, what we can do then is we can actually just treat this as two different areas we're trying to find, keeping this b general, then set them equal to each other and solve. So let's look at a1 first. a1, if I were to just sketch that out. Now here we could treat this as one where we're looking at our function in terms of x. However, in this case, it's easier to turn it as function in terms of y. So here, if we look at this area A1, if we were to look at this as like an area between curves in terms of x, we see that we actually have three areas because we've got the part where it's 4 minus the parabola. Then we've got this middle part where it's just a rectangle between 4 and b. And then we'd have a third part where it's 4 minus the other part of the parabola. And so we'd have to find those intersection points and so on. However, what we can do is we can take the curve y is equal to x squared, rewrite it as the two curves x is equal to negative root y and x is equal to positive root y. That gives us both halves of the parabola. And so then instead of looking at as just one function, we've got two functions. And so we can say that our xr here is root y and xl is equal to negative root y. And we're taking these areas as like little slices between xr and xl as we let y range from b to 4. And so you can say that our a1, so y is ranging from b to 4. We have x right minus x left, dy. Then let's put that in. So we have root y minus negative root y dy. So that's b to 4, 2 root y dy. And now we can just do the backwards power rule. So we get 2 times y to the 3 over 2 divided by 3 times 2, evaluated at b and 4. Let's see what that gives us. So that's 2 times 2/3 times 4 to the 3 over 2 minus 4/3 times b to the 3 over 2. We could just leave this like this for now. We'll simplify later if we need to, depending on what we get for A2. Okay, so that was A1. And to recap, like we could have instead looked at it as 3 areas. So if it's like this, we could have done it as y top is 4, y bottom is b for the middle part, and then have it as 4x squared, then 4x squared again. So we could have it as 3 areas dx. Okay. Now for A2, it's going to be something similar. So we've got that line at y is equal to b. And then we've got the x-axis. And we'll still have the same xr as root y and xl as negative root y. And so our a2 is the integral from 0 to b of root y minus negative root y. So that's 2, the integral from 0 to b, root y dy. So that's 2 times 2/3 y to the 3 over 2, evaluated at b and 0. So that's 4/3 b to the 3 over 2. And so setting a1 equal to a2 gives 4/3 times 4 to the 3 over 2 minus 4/3 b to the 3 over 2 is equal to 4/3 b to the 3 over 2. Well, what we can do here is divide by 4 over 3. That gives us, and then here, this 4 to the 3 over 2. 4 to the 3 over 2, that's the same thing as root 4 cubed, so 2 cubed, so it's 8. So that means then we have 8 minus b to the 3 over 2 is equal to b to the 3 over 2. Rearranging, that gives us 2 times b to the 3 over 2 is equal to 8. And so b to the 3 over 2 is equal to 4. And so b is just whatever 4 to the power of 2/3 is. Or you could say cube root of 16. I don't know, doesn't matter. So that's it, that's the value of b we want. And then here I've got the sketch out again. So here, I guess as a second exercise, you can try doing it in terms of x, where we have y top and y bottom. And it's only for a1 that it's kind of weird. For a2, it looks like it'll consistently be b minus x squared, so that's not too bad. Yeah. So that one's going to be an extra exercise. Cool, so that's it, I guess. I'll pause this recording and upload the notes.